Hello and welcome to Toffee TV. This is the Sunday supplement. Merry Christmas Blues, and it's another win. It's 4 wins on the trot. If you in the league, if you exclude the Carabao Cup defeat to Manchester United, but what a way to bounce back, and especially with all the injuries and stuff like that. So we'll start off with the lineup, and we'll kind of talk about the game and Carlo and just the difference this last year has made. So just in regards to the lineup, obviously, Pickford came back in goal, even though I thought Olsen's done really well, but it seems like Carlo's just going to keep rotating them, although it keeps both of them on their feet, or on their toes, literally. But it's good because it keeps them both ticking over. I think they're both playing well. Couple of minor hiccups, but not costing goals anymore, which is good. So look, if we can keep building on that, then that's the ideal scenario. We had him in goal, Ben Godfrey at left back again, Michael Keane, Yerry Mina, and Mason Holgate came in for Seamus Coleman, which I think, because Seamus has obviously just came back from injury and they don't want him getting injured straight away again, they've obviously taken a bit more care this time around. And the fact that Mason Holgate is so versatile that he can fill in at right back, and you wouldn't even know. I know he played the majority of the season at West Brom a couple of years ago as a right full. He played the majority of the games there for them, but he's been a really, really good player for us. And under Carlo as well, he's gotten much, much better. And it seems as though if we do need him to play right back, he's coming in there ahead of John Joe Kenny, who's a natural right back. Probably doesn't get forward enough, but what Mason brings is that solidity to the team. And then midfield, then he went with Tom Davis, Decore, and Gylfi Sigurdsson, which you can kind of understand. Gomez just, I don't know what's going on with him at the moment. Since the injury, he just hasn't been the same player. So it made sense to bring in Tom. Had a fabulous game as well. Decore, it's the fact that we don't have that much quality in there that he has to keep playing games, and he's been magnificent, to be fair to him. He's had one or two blips earlier on in the season when we were going through that bad phase, but other than that, I think he's been absolutely outstanding. Alex Iwobi on the right hand side of a front three, then Anthony Gordon came in then as well. In fact, he came in ahead of Bernard as well, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Dominic, obviously up front. Dominic, I called him Dom normally, but I just called him Dominic there for some weird reason. But anyway, but yeah, just kind of going into the game. Obviously, they had chances early on the first half, but I mean, overall, I thought we were the stronger team. They did 10 shots. I think 2 of them were on target. We'd 7, 3 of them were on target. Kind of shows how that was. They're really, really struggling. I had a keen eye on them, obviously, with the Irish players, Stephen Egan and McGoldrick, who I thought all had good games. Iwobi struggled up against Enda Stevens on the left, and Dom and John Egan had a really good battle up top, and Dizzy was quite good. David McGoldrick was quite good in that role that he played as well. And I thought all of them played well. I felt as though Sheffield United just feel so sorry for them, because you would like to see them get a result. I like Chris Wilder. I obviously like Sheffield United for what they stand for at the moment now, with obviously the Irish players in their squad and stuff like that. So I would like to see them obviously get out of this rut that they're in at the moment, but it's looking more and more like they're going to go down as each match passes them by. Unfortunately, they just can't score goals. But more on to us. I mean, yeah, just in the first half we just looked like we weren't doing anything. Real lack of service up to Dom. He obviously had that big chance that he created for himself. He's the only player I've seen who can actually set himself up for chances and stuff like that, but he took it beautifully on his chest. On another day that goes in, he just kind of got his foot. He didn't kind of, how would I put it? He didn't angle his foot right, basically. To I know you could see he was trying to slice it across the keeper, but he just didn't get the connection right. Although it was a good connection, but it just wasn't, the clinical connection that he wanted. But I thought he was brilliant, considering the fact that he wasn't getting a lot of service, but when we needed it to stick, he made it stick up there, and I think he's just getting better and better and better the more he works for Carlo and the more the season goes on. I think in this case, you have to realise that we are missing Alan, we are missing Luca Dean, we are missing James, and we're missing Richarlison, and we all know our record without Richarlison. I think we hadn't won a game, and I think yesterday was the first game we'd won without Richarlison playing. So it obviously shows how vital Richarlison is for us. He had a concussion. It was right to leave him out, but it shows that when our players that we need to come in and step up can. And what I mean by that was, okay, Gordon didn't have a great game. I don't think that's going to define his Everton career. He's going to come in and have a few more games. I thought Tom Davis had a fabulous game, and it was the best game I've seen from him. He's been getting better as every game he's played, but I do think the reason why we're saying it so much is because now he's actually doing the basics right, whereas before he would get the ball and give it straight away to an opposition player. Now he gives it, and he gives it to an Everton player, and he just looks more confident on the ball. I don't know what it is, but he has a real spring in his step at the moment, and he looks about 10 pounds lighter than he was last season, because he looked like the slowest 21-year-old I'd ever seen last year. I might be wrong on his age there, but he could be 22, but you know what I mean. He just looks so slow last year, whereas now he looks up to the pace. He looks like he's at it. He looks like he can do a job when we need him to come in there. Decore, he'll run all day for you. Ben Godfrey, solid as anything at left back. I absolutely love him. What can he not do other than play with his left foot? But I just think he's brilliant. Just been such, because you think about having to go into these games without Luca Dean, without Alan, without James and Richarlison, and you have players like Ben Godfrey, even Mason Holgate coming in for Seamus Coleman, without our captain. Our players have came in, like Godfrey playing out of position, and you wouldn't know because he's come in and done so well. Okay, he doesn't give us the outlet going forward, but defensively, if it's another clean sheet, he's been outstanding. And if you look at the results that we got a few weeks ago against, we beat Chelsea, we obviously beat Arsenal, big games, Leicester, and he was a pivotal part of that. And I don't think that if Nkunku was playing left back, we would have got those results. I just think he's really, really good. I can't wait to actually see how he plays as a centre back, and I'm really excited for the future and what a signing he's been so far. So onwards and upwards for him. And Anthony Gordon, he just couldn't get into the game, and I felt sorry for him. It's just one of those things where it was a lot of long balls and stuff like that going up, and the game was kind of bypassed him. I mean, he was getting stuff. He wasn't really, he wasn't getting much to show his quality, was he really? Bernard came on for him in the second half, and this is what I mean about players stepping up when we need him to step up. And Bernard was brilliant. I mean, he was just taking on players left, right, and centre, and skinning players. But he has that in his locker, but he just doesn't show it enough. He doesn't do it on a consistent basis. He'll come in, he'll do it for one or two games, and then he'll go off the boil. So we need to find a way of kind of getting him into the team now if Richarlison's out or whatever. But as I say, he's coming in and he's done well. I think he helped change the game for us. Obviously, Carlo made the decision to bring on Seamus and take off Michael Keane, which was obviously just to rest Michael Keane because he's played every game. And I think him and Mina are forming a fantastic partnership now, and I think they have a really good understanding there. Very, very solid together. And, because so many people myself included, wanted Keane out of there. But now when you look at the way Carlos coached them, the two of them are really good. I think Yerry Mina, he's been brilliant. And about 6-7 weeks ago, he was in and out of the team. Holgate came in from, I don't know whether that was rotation or not, but for me, if Yerry Mina is 100% fit, he has to play every game because he's just a monster, and he just puts himself about so much. I think he's hilarious as well because he's always just kind of play acting and stuff like that. Knows how to wind up the opposition. I really, really like him. And Michael Keane, he just wins absolutely everything in the air. And in fairness, his playing out from the back has really improved too. But he's just gone up another level under Carlo. I'm bigging up everybody here. I know it was a 1-0 win and we kind of scraped the game, but look, I haven't even counted Sigurdsson yet. I really didn't think him or Iwobi had an amazing game. I didn't think Iwobi was bad first half. I thought he was okay, but in the second half he just kind of fizzled out. Wasn't bad though, which is weird, but yeah, he wasn't bad in my opinion. Sigurdsson, he just didn't offer us anything. Like I think Ped said it on his after match reaction. The creative players didn't create anything, and he's right. I felt as though Sigurdsson, yeah, he got his goal. Fantastic, but the manager changed the game when he brought on those subs. So Gomez came on, Bernard and Coleman. Coleman obviously whips that ball into the box. I think it's Bernard takes it down, gives it then to Decore, who then gives it to Gylfi, and it was a brilliant finish, cool as ice from the Iceman. And I knew from that moment when we got that goal we were going to win. They completely took the wind out of their sails, and we look really, really like we can actually hold on and grit out a performance now. I know Bernard nearly got 2 yellows in quick succession, but look, we got away with that one. And this has been in previous seasons that would have been a game we lost, or we would have lost under Marco Silva or whoever. I felt like we would have lost that game. Whereas under Carlo, he knows how to grind out results. And you go back to, this day last year or yesterday last year when Carlo first took over, and the difference in the team now is we can actually see out results. We're not as, I suppose, nice, and we're not as much of a walkover of a team anymore. People don't like playing us. We've gone away from home and got a result at Bramall Lane, and I know they're winless this season, but you can see yesterday they're not a bad side. They just can't score goals. They're just lacking someone to put the ball in the net enough times for them to get the results. Overall, they're a good side, and it took us a long time to break them down. But what I will say is we did break them down. We did get the result. We're gone in now on St. Stephen's Day, which was yesterday, second in the table. They're winning now against West Brom, so they're going to extend their lead by another 3 points in the league. So, yeah, look, I don't think we're going to be chasing them right to the end, but it's nice to be up there. And look, if we can just keep grinding out our results and just keep focusing on us each game at a time, focus on ourselves, and I do believe European football will be there for us come the end of the season. Whether that's Champions League or whether that's Europa League, I don't know right now. I still feel as though we have to bring in quality in January, but if you do think about it and you look at it, they're grinding out results without the likes of Alan, Richarlison, James, Luca Dean, and even Seamus Coleman. He's rotating goalkeepers, and the thing is, we've two really good goalkeepers now. So the competition is all over the place. Holgate can play right back and play it well. You've just seen the last couple of games. We've played some of the best teams in the league. Godfrey, left back, can come in and play there if Luca Dean can't play there, or he can go centre back. Holgate can go centre back. Seamus Coleman can come in. We actually look like we have a good squad. Now, I know I was saying against Manchester United that we look like we didn't have a good squad at all, but I do think we have to add in certain areas. That's correct. Midfield mainly, and probably up front, because Tom, he can't do everything himself. So yes, there is areas in which we need to strengthen, but I would like to see us with a full strength squad and then see where we go. But I do think if you can get players like, I don't know, Sami Khedira or Isco or whoever in, then that's fantastic, and let's see how we go with them. But January is in 3 days, so we need Marcel Brands now to get the finger out and start getting stuff done. January's obviously a hard time to get players, but let's get even loan signings in. Just get us over the line. Imagine finishing in the top 4 at the end of the season, and then next season really kicking on, bringing in top quality players in the summer as well to add to what we have. Get rid of all the dead wood, which we've been saying for a long time. But I really do believe that we've got the right manager at the right time, and he's at the right club. And I love what he had to say yesterday about, he feels like he's lucky to be at this club. It's the right fit, and he just seems to say the right things all the time. And he makes you makes you prouder of having him as a manager every single time you hear him talking about the club and stuff like that. And the way he's embraced the club and the history. And even the way he talks about the club when he was a player for AC Milan against Everton and stuff like that, the way he talks about getting us back to where we belong. As fans, that's music to our ears. So, yes, I'm really, really happy with the results. Could it have been better? Yes, but look, we got the win. That's the main thing. I've sat here before whinging about, poor results and playing good and not getting results. So I'll happily take not playing well and grinding out results. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Toffee TV. If you want more videos from me, check me out on Irish Football Fan TV. And yeah, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll speak to you soon. Come on, you Blues!